What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm down at Hendrick BMW Northlake and we get to check out this 2022 BMW M440i Convertible. So huge shout out to them for providing this vehicle for me today. Make sure you guys check out their website. All that info is down in the description. The 440i that you see behind me is finished off in black sapphire metallic and it has an MSRP just over $74,000. Underneath the hood, you'll find the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin-power turbo engine paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. This pumps out 382 horsepower, around 5,800 RPM, and 369 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,800 RPM. Included in that horsepower is the mild electric powertrain, which is 11 horsepower. This is rear-wheel drive. It weighs in right around 4,100 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, up to its top speed of 130 miles an hour. And it has a fuel capacity of 15.6 gallons. You can expect to see around 23 miles per gallon in the city and 31 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 112.2 inches. Its overall length is 188. It has a width of 72.9 and a height of 54.6 inches. As we work our way to the exterior now, let's start front and center with the redesign for this grille. Now BMW recently introduced this, so it's been in a few models so far. I think it's a really nice design for this kidney shape. It's much more modern design, it's a little bit bigger, and I think it's a great refresh. You'll see behind this grille, we do have some active grille shutters, so those will open just to provide even more cooling and better aerodynamics. You'll see there's a parking sensor on both sides. This also has the LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. And you'll notice that the turn signal is on the far corner. We have the C-shaped design for the DRLs running underneath the high beams and the headlights. And we have a really nice dark housing. Definitely looks sleek against this exterior black. You'll see on each end we have even more cutouts along with parking sensors. And you can see on the far ends of the bumpers too, we have a cutout there to provide even more aerodynamics. And there's really nice lines coming down the hood, meeting the top of the grille there, along with the headlights. I think all of the lines give it a great look. And you can see the line on the upper section of the grille extends all the way to the base of the windshield. And as we work our way to the side, you'll see we have a really nice set of black wheels. They measure 19 by 8 up front and 19 by 8.5 in the rear. You can see the multi-spoke design, along with the calipers being finished off in red with the M logo there. We have the body colored side mirrors along with the integrated turn signal. And as you can see, I currently have the top down and it's a really easy top to operate. You can see with it down, it definitely gives it a great design. And then with the top up, it's also finished off in a really cool canvas. So it's a really nice texture and gives it a great contrast against this black. But whether you want it up or down, it definitely gives it a great look either way. And as we finish up in the rear, you can see the backup camera is integrated into the BMW badge there, which is really neat to see. We have all the parking sensors, LED taillights, of course, that have a really nice design to them. And then down below, you'll see the dual exhaust on both sides, along with some fins right in the middle, just to give it that added sporty look for the M Sport package. And with the exterior wrapped up, let's go ahead and move on to this trunk. You can use the button on the key fob, of course, or use that button up underneath the logo. And currently you can see the top is down and we have a lot of storage space. So it's really nice to see how deep that goes. The top is stored on the upper section there, so you don't have to worry about taking any items out of the trunk to have that top down. It's a really nice design. You can see over on this left side here, we have a little bit of storage along with a net. You can see a 12 volt and some more storage over on that passenger side. So it's really nice to see that. We have one grab handle, so it's very easy to close. But I really like that design, very practical for this 4-seater and being a convertible. But now let's go ahead and work our way to the interior, where you'll see if I just place my hand on the door handle, it will automatically unlock. And now as we work our way to this door panel, you'll see we have a really nice two-tone design with the black leather along with the tan leather running along the armrest. We have all the memory seating adjustments, the window controls, and the side mirror adjustments. There's a really nice brushed aluminum trim piece surrounding lock and unlock. It's also on the release handle. We have a release for the trunk along with a little bit of storage space, and this also has the 10-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. And as we work our way to the interior now, you'll see we have that same tan for these seats. They have a really nice design to them. You can see a speaker in the back of the headrest as well. We do have an adjustment for the front section of the seat. This is manual, of course, so you can pull on that tab to easily adjust that. And we have all of the automatic controls as well as lumbar support down on the side. But now it's time to work our way to the interior. It's a very low door sill, so it makes it easy to enter and exit. And looking at this steering wheel now, you'll see it's completely covered in solid black leather. It is heated too. We have more of that brushed aluminum accents. Over on the right side, you can see volume and tuning along with your Bluetooth and voice commands. On the left side is all the adaptive cruise control settings. This even has the brushed aluminum paddle shifters. But let's go ahead and fire this up now. With my foot on the brake, we have that engine start stop button down below, and we can bring this to life. And looking at this digital gauge cluster, you'll see over on the left side is the fuel gauge along with miles per hour. On the right side, it will show you your tach along with your engine temperature. You can currently see the map right in the middle, which is very helpful. And then within that tach there, you can also see what driving mode you're in along with what gear you're in. You can go through all that information using this top button over on the turn signal stock. So if I push it once, now you can see your live readout for MPG. You can also look at some other data with your distance. You can pull up your horsepower and torque in live readouts. So if I give the vehicle some gas, you can see those adjust, which is really neat. You can also pull up your G-force meter. You can pull up the audio when you have that active, and then we're back to that setting here. So there's not a whole lot of information, but it's a very nice digital gauge cluster. It provides you with all that info you need. This also has the heads-up display, so it's currently showing the miles per hour and the speed limit sign. And when you have the adaptive cruise on and running, it will pop up within the center screen there, as well as up on the heads-up. So it's really nice to have all of that. And then as we work our way to the left side of the steering wheel, you can see all the headlight adjustments along with a dimmer switch for the gauges. We have more of that brushed aluminum and one air vent. You can see all the stitching running across the dash. And front and center here, we have a very large infotainment system. So you can see we're on the home setting right now, and you can either use all these controls over on the left side or the rotary dial down below. You'll see there's shortcuts to map and navigation along with home and media. You have your phone connectivity, the rotary dial, as I mentioned, back and option. So currently with it on the home setting right now, you can see the navigation. You can also look at your media and radio. You can see your phone. You can scroll over, look at some more data along with traffic and the compass. And then on the last page here, you can see the weather along with the date and time and any news. So it's really nice to have that. If we go to this bar over on the left side, you have shortcuts to your media and phone. You can pull up that navigation in full screen if you'd like to. If we click on home, you're back to here. We can go into car. You can look at your vehicle status so you can monitor your TPMS as well as any messages, any services that are required. You can also go into your settings here. You have general information. You can go into your driving modes too. So that way you can configure everything from your steering, your engine, your transmission. You can reset everything. You have Sport and Eco Pro there. You can also look at your exterior lighting, your driver assistance, your displays. We do have the ambient lighting for this interior. So you can go through multiple colors here just depending on your mood for the day. You won't be able to see these lights during the day, but it is underneath that a brushed aluminum trim piece on the door panel. So that's great to see. We have the climate controls and everything like that. So you have a lot of information that you can go through, your owner's manual, driver profiles, if more than one person is driving this. And then if we go into apps, this does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can go through other apps here just depending on what you like to use. You'll see we have 2 air vents just underneath that. And I also forgot to mention that we have a shortcut to the intelligent safety. So you can pop that up, go through your lane departure, you have your side collision, your forward collision, along with your active blind spot. It's really nice to have that safety feature front and center. And then just underneath that, you'll see we have a small LCD screen. This is for all the climates. You can see all of those are finished off in brushed aluminum. So we have the temperature on both sides, where you'd like the air to go, fan speed right in the middle, of course. And then you'll notice we have front and rear defrosters along with the heated seat buttons as well, and a few other AC controls nicely laid out right in the middle. You'll see just below that we have all of the presets for the audio along with power and volume for the radio. And just underneath that, there's a really cool trim piece on this cover. If I open this up, you'll see we have the wireless charging port in the back, along with a USB, 2 cup holders, and a 12 volt, and then you can hide that as needed. You'll see on the left side of all those controls for the infotainment, we have the gear selector. So with my foot on the brake, we can go all the way into reverse, where you'll see we have the backup camera along with the sensors over on that right side. We can go all the way into drive. If you pop it over into sport mode here, that allows you to use these paddle shifters, or you can also use the shifter down below. And then park is on the back side. It will automatically go into park, of course. On this left side here, you can see traction control along with the parking sensors. We have the different driving modes, Sport, Comfort, and Eco Pro. And when you push on these, the entire digital gauge cluster will change just depending on the driving mode that you're in. So you can see for Sport mode, it is red. If we go to Comfort, it is orange. And then Eco and Eco Pro, along with Eco Pro Individual, will turn blue. So it's nice to see that. We also have the electronic parking brake along with the auto hold assist, and this also has heated headrest. That is very awesome to see, especially in a convertible. You can definitely stay warm. And right in the middle, we have the convertible top button. So just by holding on this, you can see that top go all the way up. It's a very quick process to do. And I also like the fact that over on the driver door panel, I forgot to mention, we have a switch to roll up and down all 4 windows at once. So that makes it even more convenient, but you can see with the top up, definitely gives it a great look. Coming back to the interior now, you can see the center armrest here has a good amount of storage space to it, along with a USB-C. It's finished off in leather, of course. And then working our way to the glove box, you can see there's plenty of room for all of that information that needs to go there. And then we'll go ahead and take one last look at these seats. And up top, you'll see we have the dome lights as well as a call button as well. And then as we work our way to the back seats now, you'll see on the back of the front seats, we do have a lever that allows you to move the backrest. Now, we did move the bottom of the seat forward slightly. You'll see behind the seat, we do have a net for extra storage. And now working my way into the back, with the top down, obviously we have plenty of headroom, and you can see I have plenty of legroom. This seat will automatically move back slightly. We do have climates back here, which is really nice to see. So you can see the 2 air vents along with the temperature, where you'd like the air to go. You can even charge your electronics. And we have cup holders right in the middle and a little bit of storage space. So it's really accommodative for your backseat passengers. Well, you'll see right in the middle, we have kind of an armrest. There's not really much here, but there's also this wind deflector that's located behind the seat. You can actually fold this flat if you need to. If you want more of a flat surface, makes it a little bit more convenient. And so now with the top up, we can look at a quick view of visibility out of that back glass. We have really large side windows too. And for headroom at 5'10", you can see my head is just up against the headliner, but honestly, I could be very comfortable in the back. I have plenty of room for my feet and my legs. You can hopefully see the light output right now. That is a part of the ambient lighting. All right, so getting this 2022 BMW M440i Convertible out on the road. I'm gonna start with the top down because this is why you're buying this vehicle. To have that open top experience, you want a sports car, but you also want to be able to take the top down and enjoy the best of both worlds. So with the top down, you should be able to hear me just fine. It's been very smooth and comfortable so far. We don't have a lot of crosswind right here, but obviously with this amount of the top being gone, we're gonna get up to speed here and see how the wind is. And going about 45, 50 miles an hour, you guys should be able to hear me fine. I'm not really yelling. I'm trying to talk as normal as I can. And you can kind of hear the noise behind the headrest there. But honestly, right here, you can see my hair fluttering a little bit. It's really comfortable. I'm not out on the highway or anything, but at least going 45, 50 miles an hour, that can give you a sense of what it's like. Feels very composed, so I have no issues with that. And I have it in sport mode, giving it a small acceleration. This definitely has plenty of power. The exhaust is not all that loud, which is nice. This is more on the comfortable kind of touring side. Gives you a little bit of performance with the M Sport package. And it handles really well. So coming around turns like that, BMW has all of the usable information that you need without going overboard. So there's not all of the exciting bells and whistles. It has everything that you need and nothing more, which I really like. It's very simple. BMW is a driver's focused car, so you don't need all those extras. You just hop in, go for a ride, and have all of that technology that you need. So while we're at a stop here, let's just put the top back up. And I really like how you can do all the windows with just that one control. It makes it very easy. Now I think you can do this while moving, but we're gonna do it stationary for now. And so with the top up now, we will put it into drive. Give it a little bit of gas. It definitely gets up and moves. The shifters are very responsive too. I love the feel of them. So you can definitely have some fun in this car. Take it out to the mountains, you know, have that top down if you want. And one last acceleration for today's video. It's very, very quiet, well insulated with this top up. So I love that. It's not just a raggedy top, like there's insulation in this, and I really like the design. The headliner has a really nice texture to it, and it's comfortable, it's quiet. You're not sacrificing anything to get the convertible. So again, you have the best of both worlds. Visibility with the top up. There's a bit of a pillar right there over your right shoulder, but you have your side mirrors. When adjusted properly, you can see. I love that there's no pillar too between the windows. So over my left shoulder, we have a really nice view there. But let's go ahead real quick before we end today's video. We'll ride around with the top up and all 4 windows down. I really like that you have that option. It's definitely really neat to do. And now we have this open experience with the top. So if it's really hot out, but you want all the windows down, you want to stay out of the sun, this is a pretty cool option. So I really like this car. I hope you guys enjoyed today's review, getting this 2022 BMW M440i Convertible out on the road. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake. I'll have all their info down in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's review, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I'll see you guys in the next video.